I want to end, though, with something that is concerning to me. We heard from one of our speakers, Marilyn C. McQueen, a senior citizen, is saying she's being potentially forced out of a home that she's paid her property taxes on time for years, but because the jump in the taxes, property taxes, I'm getting emails, I'm getting phone calls, and this is something that I've been very concerned about. That's why I was pushing for the 30% full tax rebate. People could use the rebate. Affordability for housing can't be just for the new affordable housing. We got to help people stay in the house they got right now so we don't increase that problem. But I wanted to read, because a lot of the stuff that I bring forward, I'm bringing forward, these are ideas from the people, the community, and I bring them forward here to the platform. But I got a call, just to put faces and names. Sheila D. Johnson and William Johnson emailed me. Says, hi, our house taxes went up a lot, with an explanation point. She went on to say, it's like they're trying to push us out of our home we've been in for 30 or more years. We are seniors with hardly no income. It's $3,000 from what was $800. This is sad. Where do we go? Another one, Ella Atkins on Beavis Avenue, went on to say, I'm a senior citizen who lives in Evanston, and I've lived in the neighborhood for 40 years. I'm a single retired woman living on a fixed income, and a recent increase has tripled my tax payment, not to mention the increased mortgage payment that the increase has on my bill. My concern, I'm going to be taxed out of my home. My taxes have gone from $600 to $1,800. What am I to do? And then lastly, and these are just some, David Hale said, wants to talk about the issue of property taxes. And he went on to say the new valuation for the house, which is much higher than it used to be. He went on to say, please note that the taxes are too high. So we have people, real people, who are crying out for help. And I'm asking the administrator, I don't want to throw my hands up and say there's nothing we can do. We didn't do the 30%, which we should have done to help give a relief, but we do have over $100 million in the Children's Services Fund that's sitting there, and we're trying to create programs to use the money. And these dollars come only from those who own a home. If you don't own a home, it doesn't come from you. And I do want to, I know we said we're going to look at it, but we can't sit there hoarding $100 million. I believe that we still can do new programs and help our youth, but at the same time, we can't just have it sitting there waiting to create programs. So I'm not saying take all of it, but I want to see, is there something, a portion that could be returned to the citizens? Because obviously we didn't, when they voted for it, we didn't have the, usually when you vote for something, we already have the need that you have to, it's already. But this time we combined two levies, which gave us a surplus of over $100 million. I think last month they said they had $170 million in there. So I do want to get a report on that, report to all of us. And then lastly, AARP, I did some research. They have a program. I don't know if it would be able to be used here, but I've asked the administrator to look at it, and I'll have it sent to both my colleagues as well. AARP has a program that they have been helping seniors with property taxes, and it's an interesting program where you can kind of volunteer with the county, and it's called work-off tax levies. And you could do some volunteering They have in other counties. They've got it in South Carolina, Dorchester County. They've got it in San Diego, I believe, San Antonio, Texas, some other places. I don't know if it can be done here, but I would like for somebody to reach out to AARP and look and see, can we do this? They could work off some of it. So in other words, we would pay you to do this work. Some of the seniors that want to go back, do a little work, and then it would go toward paying off your taxes. But I also want to touch base with our treasurer and bring everybody in. But a citizen sent me this, and I think it's worth taking a look. Work off tax levies. Programs allow older residents to work off property taxes. And it's a program through AARP, and a lot of other counties around the country are doing it. So just wanted to submit that, to take a look at it. We might not be able to, but I think we need to look at everything possible, as well as I'd like to know how much ARPA money do we have left over from maybe programs that didn't spend it. I know we'll be having that conversation soon, but I'd like to have it sooner than later. If there's any way possible we can do more to help citizens with their property taxes, I would ask us to take a look. So those are my comments.